Mr. Peter Obi contested election under the Labour Party in 2023. And INEC declared that he had 6.1 million votes or thereabout. Although some of us know that Mr. Peter Obi won that election comprehensively, there are at least 2 states in Nigeria where he won that the result was manipulated for another person. A good example is Rivers State. Obiakpo local government result was on INEC portal and Peter Obi won, but they declared it for someone else. Obiakpo is the local government of Minister Nyesom Wike, the Minister of Abuja, the landlord of Abuja, as they infamously call him. Another example was Benue State. Mr. Peter Obi won 15 local governments in Benue State. Tinubu won 8. But by a stroke of magic, the man who won 15 lost to the man who won 8 in Benue. We can go on and on and on. After that election, INEC declared 6.1 million votes, allocated 6.1 million votes to Mr. Peter Obi. From a day after that election till today, Labour Party never recovered from the crisis that they instigated in that party. As a matter of fact, the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land, pronounced that the Peter Obi's faction, if I can call it that, the Peter Obi's side of the Labour Party, was the legitimate side of the Labour Party. INEC refused to recognize them. I'm talking of Nena D. Usman-led National Working Committee. INEC refused to recognize them. Until Peter Obi left, 2 weeks later, INEC recognized them. Then comes the ADC. The day Peter Obi stepped into the ADC, it did not take a week before a man who had signed his resignation, a man who by himself, who was not high on grass, signed his resignation. All of a sudden said he didn't sign his resignation. With a certified true copy presented to INEC. He said he did not resign again. And our court listened to that kind of folly. And the man became a problem. And then came several other litigations against the African Democratic Congress. Having seen that they were determined to set the house on fire, and like he would say, they want to set the house on fire, so I will not be there. He left and went to the NDC. The NDC was a clean party. No litigation. As a matter of fact, the day he joined the NDC, he said, there is no litigation. Carry all your litigation and go. We don't have any problem here. There was no pending court case in the NDC. There was no argument about the validity of the NDC. Only for this manufactured court case. As a matter of fact, the PMP listed one of the national officers of the NDC that is not even aware that his name has been put on court papers. And several other things that even the naked eye can see. So the ultimate target is Mr. Peter Obi. And the reason is simple. He is today arguably the most popular Nigerian politician. You see him at the airport. You see him in the market. You see him wherever he goes. He's very well respected. He lives the life of the people. He lives the life of the common man. He identifies with the people. He identifies with the pains, suffering, the vagaries, the vicissitudes of the ordinary man. Whereas our so-called leaders live in opulence. The First Lady just suggested a couple of days ago that Nigerians should go and start frying akara. Nigerian women, they should fry akara, they should cook corn. My question to her is that if the country was broken the way it is now, she would probably be frying akara somewhere in Lagos. But they had a country that worked for them. Now they're advising the younger ones to go and fry akara. People who read nursing end up as lash tech, as nail tech. People who read engineering end up as keke driver, end up as boat driver, end up as Uber driver. In this country, I have had to drive Uber. I studied industrial mathematics and I was extremely sound when I was in school. The records are there. But I've had to be a teacher, a lesson teacher, a teacher that earns 30,000 a month, a driver, a interstate driver for that matter sometimes. Done businesses, got frustrated in this country. Then found my voice talking about government. And these days now, whatever we do, we have to hide it. Because if you do not hide it, they'll come after it. That is the country we live in. So, the length and breadth of my conversation is Nigerians must retrieve their country from those who are trying to claw it into the ground.